Welcome to the DonorWise Learning Library. This session is on reversals, corrections, and refunds, and is an overview of these items. There are separate videos that describe in detail how they are done in DonorWise. Financial transactions are rarely perfect. Sometimes corrections need to be made to posted donations, and there are many reasons why these corrections occur, such as the donor gave us incorrect information, or sometimes no information at all. When your ministry receives donations through a bank transfer, it is very likely you'll receive a contribution through the bank and you have no idea either who the donor is or who the staff member or designation is, and you'll have to enter the contribution and then correct it later. Sometimes the staff members give incorrect information when they are submitting a contribution, and sometimes we enter information incorrectly, but you shouldn't tell your staff members that. You want them to think that you are doing everything perfectly. Okay, there are 4 types of changes that DonorWise can do to past contributions. There's a reversal, a correction, a refund, and a reverse and start over. A reversal undoes the original item. The most common reason is that it is entered twice. It creates one batch with one item, and that's a reversal. The second is a correction. When you want to correct something about the transaction, typically the donor or the designation, or sometimes the allocations of the total amount. For example, you credited all of the gift to one designation, and now you need to separate the same amount among multiple designations. But what you cannot correct with a correction batch is an accounting period or the total amount. You have to do that with a reverse and start over that we'll talk about in a moment. This creates one batch with 2 items in it, as shown in this diagram. Third is a refund. A refund is used for returning funds to the donor, and it's used when the donor did not intend to give a gift. For example, maybe they intended to make a material purchase and you credited it as a gift, or maybe they inadvertently sent your organization money when they meant to send it somewhere else. Or sometimes you cannot honor the donor's designation. Maybe the designation is closed or the project is over, and so you return the funds. This creates one batch with 2 items in it and creates a refund voucher. Finally, a reverse and start over. This creates 2 separate transactions, 2 separate batches actually. The reversal reverses the original entry, and start over creates a new batch so that you can change anything about the transaction, including the accounting period and the total amount. And as I said, this creates 2 separate batches, one for the reversal and the other for the new information. Now, one quick note about transaction timing. The reversal and the correction will be effective as of the date of the original transaction, but the accounting impact will be in the current fiscal period. So that even if the gift was given 4 months ago, the impact on the staff account balances will be in the current period. Let's take a quick look at how that works in TNT. If staff members are using TNT, they'll see the impact when they download, if the gift was adjusted during the current gift window, which is usually about the past 3 weeks. But if it's before the current gift window, they will need to adjust their start date when downloading gifts. And I mention this because many times staff members are alerted about an adjustment and then they don't see it in TNT and PD, and that's because their calendar is not set back. So let me show you what that looks like in TNT. When staff members press the gift input button to download gifts, if a correction has been made within the gift window, which in this case is July 17th through August 14th, about a 3-week period, any corrections that will be made will be adjusted like this. So this gift will be removed from TNT. So it added a $75 gift and removed a €57 gift because we made the correction because the numbers were reversed. So it's adding one gift and deleting one gift. It's adjusting the gift. But what staff member does not realize is that there was also a gift that was adjusted in March. So I hit gift input again, but this time I change it back to March 1st, for example, and notice the same thing occurs. This gift is March 15th for 25, and then the €35 gift was removed. And in this case, the staff member received the whole gift when they were only supposed to receive a portion of it. So that's something you want to alert your staff members to, is that if you make an adjustment to a gift and it's prior to 3 weeks ago, they will need to change their calendar in TNT MPD. So that's an overview of refunds, reversals, corrections, and reverse and start over. I hope that's helpful to you.